गाइस आज का वीडियो काफी हिस्टोरिक होने वाला है क्योंकि आज के 6 मैचेस के बाद वी विल हैव अवर ब्रांड न्यू चैंपियंस फॉर Pmgo 2025। डे 1 के बाद ओवरऑल स्टैंडिंग्स आप स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हो। वी हैव रेग्नम कार्या एट #1 विद 61 पॉइंट्स एंड द करंट डोमिनेटिंग Chinese team LGD at #2 followed by GOAT and Xavier Esports। Day 2 पे स्मैश रूल अप्लाई होने वाला है। जो भी टीम सबसे पहले 80 पॉइंट्स को टच करेगा वो टीम स्मैश रूल पे एंटर हो जाएगा एंड जैसे ही स्मैश रूल पे एंटर होगा उसका नेक्स्ट मैच में अगर वो टीम चिकन निकाल दिया तो वो चैंपियंस बन जाएंगे इस टूर्नामेंट का। तो 80 पॉइंट्स के लिए बहुत करीब है रेग्नम कार्या, गोट एंड जेवियर ई-स्पोर्ट्स। तो जो भी टीम्स टॉप पे रहेंगे उन टीम्स को बॉटम टीम्स टारगेट करेंगे, स्पेशली अगर टीम स्मैश जोन में एंटर कर लिया तो आज के हर एक मैच इज गोइंग टू बी एन एब्सोल्यूट सिनेमा for which I hope you guys are ready। अपने वीडियो में आगे बढ़ने से पहले भाई लाइक करना मत भूलना। लाइक गोल रखते 20 के लाइक्स का। लेट्स सी हाउ मेनी ई-स्पोर्ट्स ऑडियंस are gonna watch and like this video। And with that being said, now let's get started। क्या आप भी 100% फ्री में डेली 1000 से 2000 फ्री में कमाना चाहते हो? तो आज मैं आपके लिए लाया हूँ एक ऐप जिसमें सिर्फ अलग अलग एप्लीकेशंस को डाउनलोड करके पैसा कमा सकते हो। जी हाँ गाइस, इस ऐप का नाम है चिल्लर। ये एप्लीकेशन प्ले स्टोर पे भी अवेलेबल है एंड 10 लाख से भी ज्यादा डाउनलोड्स है। बट इसको यूज कैसे करना है, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन। आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए हुए लिंक से डाउनलोड करो और उसके बाद तुम्हें अपना नाम और ये रेफरल कोड जो स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है ये एंटर करना है और उसके बाद इसमें आपको बहुत सारे जेन्युइन रजिस्टर्ड एप्लीकेशंस दिखेंगे। मैं कितना भी स्क्रॉल करो ये एप्लीकेशंस आते रहेंगे, उतना बड़ा है लिस्ट। इसमें आपको टास्क मिलेंगे, आपको बस एप्लीकेशन को इंस्टॉल करना है, रजिस्टर करके अपनी KYC एंटर करना है। उसमें आपको बहुत सारे कॉइन्स मिलेंगे। जैसे यहाँ मुझे एंजल 1 ऐप दिख रहा है जिसके टास्क कंप्लीट करके मुझे मिलेंगे 3159 कॉइन्स। इसको बस मुझे डाउनलोड करके ये 2 टास्क कंप्लीट करनी है। वैसे ही यहाँ पेटीएम फर्स्ट गेम के टास्क को कंप्लीट करके मुझे मिलेंगे 1000 कॉइन्स और सेम टाइड के टास्क कंप्लीट करके मुझे मिलेंगे 1800 से भी ज्यादा कॉइन्स। ऐसे ही इस ऐप में बहुत सारे ऐप्स है जिनको डाउनलोड करके छोटे छोटे टास्क कंप्लीट करके आप अच्छा खासा कमा सकते हो, जिससे आप RP खरीद सकते हो, स्किन्स खरीद सकते हो, जो आपकी मर्जी। जैसे यहाँ पे मेरा कॉइन्स आप देख सकते हो, मैं इसको डायरेक्टली विड्रॉ कर सकता हूँ UPI गिफ्ट कार्ड में और इससे BGMI में UC भी ले सकता हूँ। जैसे मैंने यहाँ विड्रॉ करने के लिए 300 कॉइन्स यानी 30 रुपीज सेलेक्ट किया और अपना UPI डालकर विड्रॉ किया और मुझे 2 मिनट के अंदर मेरे बैंक में विड्रॉल भी मिल गया। और एक दूसरा खतरनाक तरीका भी है पैसे कमाने का। आप अनलिमिटेड बंदों को अपना रेफरल कोड यूज करके पैसे कमा सकते हो, लाइक अपने फैमिली, फ्रेंड्स। और अगर वो 3 टास्क कंप्लीट करेंगे तो आपको मिलेगा उनके अर्निंग्स में से 50%। इस ऐप के लिए प्ले स्टोर में काफी अच्छे रिव्यूज भी है। तो किस बात की वेट कर रहे हो गाइस, फटाफट जाओ, डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है, डाउनलोड करो और मेरा रेफरल कोड यूज करना मत भूलना, इसमें तुम्हारा ही फायदा है। एंड डोंट फॉरगेट इनका रेफरल सिस्टम सबसे बेस्ट है, वो जरूर ट्राई करना। ऑल द बेस्ट। अगर रेग्नम कार्या इस मैच में चिकन निकालेगा तो भाई मजा आएगा। रूटिंग फॉर रेग्नम to get the winner chicken in there। हो गया, गनफाइट हो गया। LGD NSR Afu knock, Doxy knock, Vinny knock, last man standing है NSR का। का डब्बा डाल दिया, रेस देने वाला है।
Leaves him vulnerable to those headshots around the corner. He goes a chance to look.
Oi! 1v1. 1v1.
Now trying to find that peak around the edge. The hop shots there and the shotgun soils wide.
Woo!
This time it's good. Terrible. South Korea
Easy.
shut down.
सेक्सी भाई, सेक्सी खेला भाई। LGD अब बाहर हो गया पूरा। ऑलरेडी 9 पॉइंट्स का डिफरेंस है, ऑलरेडी 9 पॉइंट्स का डिफरेंस है। रेग्नम घंटा नहीं छोड़ेगा ये मैच देखना। ओए हगा Haga! Haga! Haga!
Falcon spreads his wings just a little bit there for a second. And Silas takes a lot of damage, so does Wild.
Wild knock है।
Heavy
Wild finish
through from Hellion towards the top team on the table.
टॉप टीम को टारगेट करेंगे ही, मैंने बोला। बॉटम टीम कर दिया भाई टारगेट।
There is an answer.
सबसे नीचे वाला टीम टारगेट कर दिया।
With a nade, just actually smoking out the ridgeline here to stop Silas from rolling him straight on down. Goodness me. I don't know how Falcon got away with that, but either way,
Woo!
Silas wants from
Crazy.
Nice.
Crazy.
Really, really good shots there. Hellion down to.
मुझे लगा फॉल बैक करेंगे, नहीं भाई, नहीं। They're like, you want to take a fight? Let's take a fight. Silas दो किल निकाल ली।
The fact that Falcon just
it does feel like their mechanical skills just
Paragon
not
not
up to
finished.
scratch of what we expect.
We saw there a little bit of R8 getting cut across with a third party from Reject, but Akicyber and DXavier
What's it?
trying to crash towards a position closer to the river, and they find a little bit of an opening, but they have had a player drop here. Force close by for Akicyber, and an aid over towards Lamborghini. Gets the knock, but 2 players still left to handle. Out into the open, Molotov burning at his ankles, but he goes for one and finds the second. Force to be
क्या sexy मारा bro इसने.
Unreal stuff again coming through from Force here. 4 relims total.
Wow.
Clean sweep onto DXavier. Another one.
Without cover.
Top 5
Without
team.
cover.
The another team that I've been looking
Window
at
पे
right
एक
now
knock
during
किया,
this map,
फिर
it's
left पे
gotta
एक knock
be
मार दिया.
T721.
bro.
Some great long shots over towards our
4-7-7.
Rage, and they're currently taking control of that conflict.
जो मारा है इसने.
Very large.
इसका POV.
Attainable by the squad. It was that fantastic.
Sexy मारा bro ये.
But Ozzy could ruin this. He has the run out here, but the blue zone is ticking pretty hard now. Is he going to be able to crawl out of it in time? There's the... Oh, he's got a broadside. Silas needs to spot this. Someone needs to spot this.
भाई एक स्प्रे में 2 जा सकते हैं.
Up against it, and Ozzy with the full rundown potentially. Silas
ये
out in the
मार
blue.
सकता है bro. देखिए.
Spotted. Silas now driving away from his teammate low in the blue zone. Ozzy with the challenge.
It's over.
Silas behind it, will not find it, and Ozzy ruins the day for Regnum Kaya. No smash next time.
That's forgetful. That's forgetful coming through from Regnum Kaya, if anything. Nice shot from Ozzy over towards Effie's. Finds another on towards
Ozzy
goal.
भाई तो.
They knew roughly where Ozzy had gone. They take
For MB बाहर at #5.
earlier. They should have been a
भाई
little
Tizzy is
bit
still
away
surviving
from
यार.
position on the northwest side. Or
NS
at least trying
Tizzy.
to scout it. Timing was
16 versus squad खेल रहा है भाई.
somewhat. But is this going to be Enigma
And top 5 में भी आ गया.
dinner? But this is definitely a
Tizzy ने मार दिया Ozzy को.
can win from. Tizzy finds Ozzy.
खुद भी गया 2v2 है. 2v2.
will finish off Tizzy now.
Irrespective of chicken dinner, goat. Very close to.
Quality. I like this push out from
Regnum. ओए knock निकाल दिया.
He spots it and takes it down. This
Redox,
should be goat quality.
last
Take
man
this
standing.
home. Blank, this is huge in terms of the pressure that they're going to put towards that break point. That smash zone is in their sights. They close it down.
कितने points आ गया अभी goat को?
Galaxy have no option but to bow their heads to goat quality.
80 तो नहीं होगा. 80 तो नहीं होगा. बहुत करीब आ गए ये स्मैश रूल के लिए. बहुत करीब आ गए. Wow. Well played यार, good quality. Well freaking played. 80 तो नहीं हुआ. Smash rule does not apply. But next match के बाद apply हो जाएगा smash rule.
Now this is fairly interesting.
Amit
Blank,
and
I
Damini
believe
vlogs.
what's
Bhai bro,
happened here
please
is that
shout
Nepex
out
have been
love from
kept
Godlike.
fairly
Amit
stuck in the
and
mud
Damini
right now.
vlogs.
Alright, they've been
Vlogs
losing all
डालते
the
हो क्या
while.
bro?
You can see they've got utility. They've got options here to push on in.
ये पकड़ा गया.
Nepex don't really have as much in the back pocket, but the DBS around a door frame
Oi!
is always deadly.
Oi!
He goes for one, he goes for two. Look at a ring. Run rings
Nice
around them, but finally falls down.
1v2
R8
situation है इसके लिए.
just about cling on to it, but in the meantime, Rex is
मार
up.
देगा Nepex.
Has a chance now against the last player on the inside. SK-Ton able to do a little bit more, but Marth falls as well. It's a 1v2. Nepex with the
मार देगा. ये तो
SK-Ton has the spray down.
well played
How
यार,
on
well
earth do
played.
you hold that down? R8.
Precious बहुत sexy
Evaporate.
खेला इधर.
Hilarious as well. The rest
Precious
of
बहुत
Nepex
sexy
is like,
खेला इधर.
Domain, we're sorry, you're done for, lad. You're done for. And Domain just sat in there and he goes,
तो
you know,
एकदम
I'm just
fearless
gonna
gameplay दिखाया bro.
3 eliminations,
Precious.
pretty easy.
Spike by
721
think
currently
goat
taking
8
down
points
Hellion.
score करके
Who
chicken
are our direct invite
निकाल
to the
दी
main
तो
event,
खत्म
but
अभी खत्म.
they have not directly sent
Good
themselves
art.
anywhere but 16th place currently.
Uh-oh, goat quality. In an unfavorable scrap right now with Black
Goat
Esports.
is getting
Lord
targeted.
Cedric, Ego upstairs.
Ego knock.
Can get this nade in, but instead he's looking to put pressure. 2 players now for goat quality.
दो बंदे down.
Pops that
तीसरा भी down.
Getting back to full HP.
Last man
Down a little
standing.
bit. There's an instant flush
गया.
for Ozzy.
Oh,
Goat गया.
Goat quality.
Goat गया. This is what I was talking about. कि जो भी टीम टॉप पे रहेगा उस टीम को टारगेट करेंगे ही करेंगे ब्रो.
The second match, no
करेंगे ही करेंगे ब्रो.
Springboard
And next
for
कभी भी वो
LGD
चिकन निकालेंगे तो
to
उधर ही
further
खत्म हो जाएगा
into this
टूर्नामेंट.
tournament. Here's Precious, man.
इधर Precious
What
भाई
an unreasonable
चिपका दिया भाई
take.
के अंदर.
Again, for R8, The fact that they give them 3 1v1 of the Xavier, not going to allow them to slowly pressure them out. There's already a lot of damage over towards Lamborghini.
And Aggressor goes down first. 3 players from Xavier, and now they've even done Spidey through the smoke. Lamborghini low, but in the smoke, hiding it out. Nate takes a lot of damage.
ये क्या फ्रंट असॉल्टिंग कर रहा है भाई
Spidey. Lamborghini, Aggressor low and down on the high ground, and there they fall. Xavier out of the way.
ये बंदा का कॉन्फिडेंस देखो स्पाइडी का.
To the runway, but Influence Rage are here.
Influence third party.
Second plane about to take off right now, and I think for the Influence Rage, they're looking to go hard on this one. But Yonik already finding the first. Laurie's down.
What?
Is next.
Boy,
final to
पेल दिया भाई. दो टीम्स को पेल दिया.
Like a cleaver.
ऑडियंस पागल हो रहे हैं. लोकल ऑडियंस पागल हो रहे हैं.
And it's the Butcher in chief.
एंड इस टीम को तुम लोग अंडरडॉग बोल रहे हो.
Right and strong. That
इस
new
टीम को तुम
car
लोग अंडरडॉग बोल रहे हो.
See.
बट ओजी भाई है. ओजी भाई
emerging from the
लास्ट मैच भी खराब किया था.
Aussie
ये
next,
मैच
but
भी
he
खराब
wins
करेगा
the
ये
challenge
ओजी.
this time. Flush maybe for Black Esports, but there's more to do. Tosh picks there, Mini 14 in hand.
Play मार दिया लोजी ने.
But it's Loxy
चलो चलो.
to take him
Two man
down.
कर लेंगे सर भाई.
5 elims now found for
Two man कर
Rekaya.
लेंगे.
Drawn level.
Upgrade overwhelming on LGD. Again, for LGD, a little bit of a slow maneuver from them, but it's
लास्ट मैच स्टैंडिंग एलजीडी का. लिंक्स
potential here for them.
Lings with a nade, low HP on the target.
LGD बाहर.
Bruzen was
Hashtag
there, they
6.
stay alive. Upgrade lose 1, and a second knock goes their way. Buzz now the last to stand. They're starting to melt. Enigma Galaxy rotate up. They're putting pressure on the north side, and Regnum Kaya.
कैमरामैन रेगनम को दिखाओ एक बार.
Regnum Kaya taking a heavy amount of damage there coming through from SnowX, holding his own on the rock. But Enigma Galaxy needs help, dude.
रेगनम का नॉक हुआ.
Just had one drop. They're both down.
Zone से गया रेगनम.
No smash. 76 points is where they
Hashtag
finished.
4 है
They
क्या?
are 4 points
Hashtag
shy.
5
We're
क्या?
going into at
Hashtag
least
4.
match 4 now confirmed. Nongshim Red Force over in the tower now. Let's see
I
who
think
can close
smash
this
will
down.
apply
Enigma
होगा नहीं
Galaxy
होगा. Hashtag 4
looking
कितने
fairly
points है?
convincing on their split, but reject
In the hand, looking to provide some cover for himself in the near future.
lighting up the northern shoreline. Reggie breaks out wide, tagged in the smoke and knocked as
Doxy
well.
knock है.
That comes
Regio
through
को
from
knock.
Redox. Divine looking to try and put
Last man
pressure on
standing है.
towards Nongshim
Divine.
Red Force as
This
well.
is cool.
Enigma Galaxy are going to have to move. Divine is close. XZY knows though. He's got the nade cooking. It doesn't go on target. Auto shotgun around the rock. Only player to face. Tizzy's nowhere to be seen. Divine with another chance. There's
Oh, nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one.
XZY brings it to a close.
2v2 क्या? 2v2 है. बंदा रे वो
Hell of a
जाएगा
push
तो
up there coming through from
3v2.
Divine.
भाई
I
बहुत
respect
सेक्सी
any
खेला
player
है
who's
सर. This is
convinced
what I
like
was
that. I
expecting
mean,
from
the right play to do,
them and
especially when
finally.
they're usually priming a nade.
जिनका
around the
comeback का
corner,
वेट
just
कर रहे थे
walk
वो तो
past
नहीं
that
किए.
arc.
But NSR
The Ralph special, no, hops out. Okay, doesn't think it's going to work this time. Redox falls, and it is all up to the IGL of the moment. Ralph with it all to do, and Nongshim Red Force know he's there.
Redox knock हो गया.
It's a weird play coming from Enigma
Knock
Galaxy
finish
because
ही
you
हो गया
understand
भाई.
they've got this ridge side that they can peek over the top of and have cover for a long, long time. You sort
मेरे
of
को पहले भी समझ नहीं आया कि वो बंदा क्या कर रहा है
There
उधर.
was a fair bit of hard cover here for them as well, for them to come
उसको
out
लगा हुआ
into the
शायद
open.
कुछ
So
off
Redox
angle
puts
मिल जाएगा
Ralph now
मुझे.
in a really awkward
रॉक के लिए
game.
1v2 सिचुएशन.
Tizzy not full HP here, making those nades
अगर
slightly
पत्थर पे पहुंच गया
easier.
ना
They're
TZ.
just trying to double up on these nade
So
locations
it's done.
and continually missing. I think XZY may be out of nades at this stage, Blank. He's going to have to try and approach, play that weaponry. A P90 picked up from Tizzy in the long angle there. Another nade up from Ralph. Chucks the boulder, but it doesn't roll onto target.
I want to see the angle from Tizzy here because surely you could just see him peeking. Decent
I
first
think
nade,
spot कर
chucks
लिया
a
Ralph
little
को.
bit. XZY
XZY.
behind the tree. Ralph is just not playing prone. Wraps round.
And will not go quietly.
Chill,
Last
chill, chill,
nade.
chill, chill, chill,
If
chill.
it's here it's big. He sees this.
Oh, XZY finds it and with that it's a winner chicken dinner.
XZY alphabet
Chalo bhai.
accuracy around the edge
Chalo
of the
bhai.
smoke there. And
Some
Nongshim
modal
Red
redemption.
Force find
Some
a
modal
chicken
redemption.
dinner.
It was a strange game that ends up in
हाँ.
Nongshim Red Force's
Top 8 में आ गए क्या? Top 8 में आ गया I think
right at the
NSR.
start of their gameplay comes
गोट का फाइट अगेंस्ट
back. Here is
T721 aggressor. दोनों का एक बंदा नॉक है.
3 players up, but it's successful
Butcher knock.
over towards the 721.
This is a really
Spidey भी knock.
for both of these
Last
teams.
man standing for T721 aggressive.
Go Quality looking to add 3 points to their tally, and it is just step after step that they are marching towards the mark. Varanek now breaking out wide. It is all up to Yonik, sorry, for the 721 aggressor now. And he's being bared down upon by Varanek. You can see Panati on the off angle as well.
पकड़ लिया last बंदा को भी पकड़ लिया, खत्म है ये.
In the fuselage of the burnt out plane steps up for the challenge.
ओए,
Will go down though.
4 पॉइंट निकाल दी by good quality. They're at 76 now.
76 points now.
4 points away and all 4 players alive, taking.
XZY is in this hovercraft and Top sits in its shadow. Yeah. There he
And
is.
he hops out.
Oh, Top!
Oh, Top takes it off him.
He doesn't know. Oh, Top! What are you made? What are you doing? This guy is insane, and XZY falls. Top is going crazy, giving them the runaround, and the rest of the team's here to help. What is happening now? It's
गाड़ी
Billy,
चढ़ाओ,
Tizzy. Yours is
गाड़ी
Billy.
चढ़ाओ,
He backs up over the
गाड़ी
field
चढ़ाओ.
goals. Top gets the heel, rolls around with the hovercraft.
1v1.
Tizzy trying to punch through that armor, but it's not there. He sprays.
1v1.
He misses. Goes for a second attempt. Top around the edge. Oh, finally he falls, but he nearly gave me a
Nice
heart
try,
attack
man. Nice
blank.
try.
Not like this, Auction Red Bull. He was just waiting for
भाई
it to hop out.
XZY
Jump
सबसे
back
सेफ
in.
था, वही मर गया भाई.
Will not be able to do so. LGD, who have been left in the shadows for a little bit, actually scratch that. Go Quality are fighting onto Nick
NJ versus
Galaxy.
Good Quality.
He
Good
goes
Quality
down.
मार
Go Quality
खाएगा.
with the
Last man
player
standing है.
stand. Nick Galaxy, Snowix, and
This is
Redox in the
horrendous.
open
Khatan,
field.
Good
Go
बाहर.
Quality fall. They do not
No
get the
smash
points to
roll.
break the barrier. Regnum
No
Kaya are
smash
there, but
roll.
so are Nick Galaxy.
For Good
That
Quality.
is absolutely
No smash roll for
devastating
Good
for
Quality.
Go. Again,
Silas-
what was the markers
Silas
in this
is
game?
dancing right now.
Couldn't
He's
read the
moonwalking
symbols.
right now.
They were incomprehensible.
2 पॉइंट निकाल लेगा.
They have 80 points. The first nade in from Wild. Looking for the shots, looking for the damage. Can't go down.
Oh, Wild
is
knock.
spotted though.
Good.
Leviso out of the
Levi
fight
knock
for
है.
the time being, as Nate
Levi knock
needs
है by
to
Wild.
bring it back if he wants to survive it. Wild is very,
Wild हो
very
जाएगा
low,
रे.
but
Wild हो
Reknakaya
जाएगा.
know all they need is to close out this last player. Another nade over the top here, but Silas hesitant. They want to get this res, keep it as 4, bobbling these nades in. Silas keeps the pressure up. Toshpik on this long angle. Upgrade could
अब
potentially
इनको पता है
third party
कौन है
from the
ये.
south. Buzz and Ruzen are both marauding around.
ओए,
see.
क्या
They have an
किस्मत है भाई,
impact.
बच गया.
Silas has an impact though. Another nade in Loxy, launching them forwards as well.
Yeah.
Wild
Nice.
has
Push.
another, and there's the first
Push.
again, finding Nate. Leviso now. Below that
Finish
three-quarter
हो गया.
mark, 79.
One more point.
Leviso, the
One more
last they
point.
need, the morsel, the scrap on the plate. Before they chow down on a
Third
chicken
party
dinner.
from
This
upgrade.
is upgrade.
They need to crash
Ruzen
this.
could ruin it.
The Galaxy on our screens, reject off in the distance.
अगर रेगना में नोटिस किया होगा तो उसी शैक पे आएगा स्लैम.
Next few minutes, some of the most important minutes of their life. Ramsey's down on a nade coming through from Molodoi, a self-team nade there. Not good news.
High nade from the shack over to Ruzen.
NGX 2 man
Redox most likely getting flushed here. Will
Redox
fall.
finish.
Nick McGalaxy have 2 players alive. Both of them in the smoke in the
That's
forefront
nice.
of your screen. A nade over the top, over towards Ramesses looking for these flushes. Snowix and Ralph trying to hold their nerve now. Ruzen low. Reject could
Where is
potentially third party
Reject?
from this ridgeline. Remember, Influence Rage as well. And somehow they're weathering the bombardment.
Reject needs to come in quick at this point in time. This is 3 points for them.
Regnum Kaya moving on the south as well. Reject could
भाई,
move into
गलत
the party
time पे
this.
knock
Pick
यार.
up the
Snowix
punt they
last
need.
man standing.
Ralph down, Snowix on the inside. Buzz with a challenge. Up and over. They need to go now.
Are they in the same building right now?
One's outside, one's
खत्म
inside.
है.
Snowix taking damage. Dips out
Oh,
with a
nice
TPS. Molodoi with a challenge on the outside. And Snowix falls. Upgrade stays standing.
NGX
But
बाहर.
Regnum Kaya are here now. Good third party. They have an angle onto this. They could find the shack. And one more point.
बड़ी
For Regnum Kaya, they know
क्या
he's
हो गया
here.
गोट को?
Look at this commitment coming through. They know it's only one. They're sending everything they've got. They're making it all onto this play, and Toshpik
Apollo
opens brilliantly. Regnum Kaya want to close it down.
Ah!
There it is. Bang!
80.
Smash barrier broken. And Regnum Kaya with
Smash
the
rule
opportunity to go
applies.
next match. Chicken dinner.
next match
Win
for
the whole
Regnum
thing.
Kaya.
Match 4. We'll see if they've got what it takes.
Divine off in the distance, losing that outpost for Reject.
अब पूरा एग्रो
Pretty
खेलेगा देखना आरसीबी.
terrifying
I mean,
for them.
Regnum Kaya.
Limited information on that south side now.
पूरा एग्रो खेलेगा.
Upgrade, south side, reject, taking damage here. Regiosio's already down.
नेक्स्ट मैच में जो
Heavy
टारगेट
chunk as
करेंगे
well,
ना
depending
भाई,
how quickly this fight
वो
continues
टारगेट से
onwards, and that's
कैसे
R8
escape करेंगे
out.
रेगनम देखना
Molotoving
पड़ेगा.
himself as well.
Point denial? Maybe.
What? What just happened to R8?
They needed the loo. They nipped out.
I mean, they're not in a terrible position right in 9th place. Why are we...
Prepare for the next. They've only got one more Erangel to play, so if they want to win it on the grassy pastures, they have that opportunity. Influence Rage, third party from the west side. Only one player actually alive for Influence Rage in that location, Lil Boy.
Influence Rage इतना गंदा मार कैसे कर सकता है bro? ब्राजील टीम में.
Challenging with Nepex as well as controlling Influence Rage, leaving and regrouping towards Lil Boy.
This is unbelievably good control coming through from Regnum Kaya. Silas continues to take shot, that's upgrade gone, and now Regnum Kaya's position becomes even more defensible. Lil Boy will have to leave on that western edge. Black Esports taking a hell of amount of shots, but it's Nepex currently up against Duello. Duello hearing the shots whiz over the top of his head, giving him a side fade.
We'll have to try and brush it off though.
वो influence के दो बंदे गए, last man standing.
Lord Cedric down for Black Esports. They're playing with 3, but with that player down on the front, it's only the 2 on the inside. Influence Rage though try to get the roll up, and you can see they are crawling backwards, tooth and nail into the mud, trying to survive. Reject
last man standing.
Down as well as Nepex as Regnum Kaya. Goodness me, they keep this pressure going. Everybody else with flashing red bars on their screens.
I just have a feeling that Regnum Kaya is going to get the chicken dinner in this game.
Yeah, me too.
And it will be brutal for them. If only they'd got those points a little bit sooner.
That bridge play
would have been it.
That bridge play in the last game. Oh. But they are still in first place. They are still the only team.
Unbelievable, bhai.
With the potential to smash today.
Black Esports,
they can get that done.
Moving through over towards Influence Rage, looking to finish them off. Nepex on that northeast side, moving in, but Regnum Kaya have very, very nice sightlines going forward. Question is how you want to play this one out, because I think they know they want to get rid of Nepex sooner rather than later. Black Esports will finish up the last player there.
Black Esports is actually playing really good, yeah.
Regnum Kaya sending out to the north. Nepex with the roll down. Black Esports don't have the time to third party. One goes down. Wild is out in the open. And Nepex fall, but a lot of damage done to Regnum Kaya here. Loxy is resable. Symphony is low. Who are we looking at for Black Esports? We've got 2 players alive, and there's the rest, so all 3 are there.
Blacked out there.
Black Esports currently very, very central. They spot them crossing over the ridge. Silas has an angle towards this. Level 3 out of his mind.
With the crate on that fresh resupply here, but they're out of the zone.
Regnum has more play area.
It will push them further forwards. Toshpik, no smokes. But ducks back behind the steel of the vehicle.
This is unbelievably rough. This is going to be
a
crazy wraparound.
Go on,
just Toshpik left remaining. And it won't be the chicken dinner there for Regnum Kaya. But they will manage to get towards 30 points. Smash rule is in effect.
Next match में बढ़ता
है. Get that chicken dinner.
Next match.
The next 3 matches to take the entirety of Pmgo home.
Imagine this happens in the next match.
All eyes
next match में hashtag to I Regnum.
Upgrade on the hunt for them though, and it will be Wild and Silas to face.
Down,
Molotoy, get out of here. Those are potential champions you're hunting.
हमें chase करोगे, रुक जाओ.
Like that, Regnum Kaya is not going to let anything get in their way going forward. Wildcard team rolls through. They're happy to jump out and take the shots back just because they want to play a little bit more passive. Doesn't mean they're down and out yet. Here's R8 up against Hellion. This is up towards Severny. Hellion made a long shoot over towards this position, but R8 has this one locked down, and Azik struggling to get away.
Azik not going to be able to hold this, I don't think. And SK turn up the staircase. R8 convincing on their hold there. 10th place on the board though. We were hoping for great things from this team. Back in the prelims as well. They did. SK10 takes a lot of damage. has to back off, but
Phir
there's the
वापस
spray
में हुआ है
down.
इसके
That's
बाद.
upgrade from the south side, a third party on this, and that's what I'm talking about with these angles. It makes it almost impossible to move
Marth
through.
knock.
Marth goes down next.
Teammate
A
का
bubble
grenade से
made
गया, bro.
underarm from LGD.
But उसी grenade से
But
दो
Blixen
बंदे और गए.
ball.
Afu is the
Prestige
last man
moves
standing.
in whilst Ida looks for the res. There's the flush confirmed, and it's just Afu trying to hold off this push.
Khatam,
And nading
LGD.
through the window could be all it takes. The bounce is good for one. Doesn't
Afu
get the
last
knock
man
onto
standing.
Afu, but now Ida's in for the fight. Auto
knock
shotgun goes
किया.
Prestige down.
Dabba
Ida
डाल
is
दिया
next,
उसको.
and he will win that fight. No, hang on a minute. He's been taken down in turn. So close to the wire, and around the window frame, Afu stands. But for how much longer?
grenade. Teammate बच गया ना? बच गया भाई. Marth जो बचा इधर.
Unable to get out from that situation. R8 takes
R8.
damage and in swoops
9
Nick
finishes, bro.
McGalaxy. What a
As we take a look at some of those long-range inter-compound shots.
4MV पे slam कर दिया. NSR.
shots down towards DX.
4MV बाहर.
4MV Zol rolling up. But not much more than that, as Nongshim Red Force will take them down. Like I said,
एक
they have
casualty है
been
Bini का.
having a real turn-up of a day today. It's very nice to see.
4MV is getting wrecked, bro.
I think they're one of the few
Getting
teams that have
wrecked.
been able to find their feet. Symphony.
What about Goat? Goat अभी
Hold on
smash
for
rule.
now, Aki Cyber.
इस मैच में अप्लाई नहीं होगा
It's been
उनके
going
लिए.
back
Next
and
match में
forth
अप्लाई
here
होगा.
in the vehicles.
Okay,
They're
they started
rolling
this
up
match
to
with
this.
78 points.
Symphony taking shots, potentially not gone down just yet though.
Oh, behind the vehicle, Aki Cyber looking to charge it down, and
Black
it
Esports
goes well. But the vehicle goes up. 721 aggressors, maybe?
नहीं होगा
Is it
रे.
Nongshim Red Force looking to put the hurt onto Aki Cyber after this roll down? We'll have to
Did I?
wait just a moment longer. The
Wow.
break away from Aki Cyber as Don picking Zvezda back up and on their way.
बहुत सही. Slow zone.
Again, it was always going to be so
NSR.
likely that these fights resolve, but I always thought that 7-2-1 might get involved
Hi.
in it. But it's not meant to be. Panardi goes out, and that will be Goat going down in exactly 81 points there.
But they have broken that barrier.
All eyes on
Doesn't
Regnum,
matter
bro.
If it's by 1 point or 20. The smash rule will apply to them the next match. Tizzy moving on in towards Aki Cyber. The 721 aggressors want every piece of this that they can find. Zvezda.
Nice one, Tizzy.
As the push through the smoke from Tizzy works out. Force now the last to stand for Aki Cyber. Will he be able to pull off another spectacular play? We'll have to wait and see. Nongshim Red Force diminished returns on this engagement as they are down to 2 players. The 721 aggressors ready to try and cut this one apart. Force goes down,
AK बाहर.
and Aki Cyber are out. 6 teams remain.
Down to Tizzy.
Tizzy क्या खेल
once
रहा है
again alongside XZY.
Beautiful player.
This is going to be so rough for Regnum Karya.
That
They're going to
crate.
have to move off towards the left-hand side.
Gone.
Spidey down. That's the 721 aggressors out and eliminated. Regnum Karya now with no contest.
Wow.
They've cleared
I
it.
think the stage has been
Job
set.
is done. That crate gives
I
them
think the
cover.
stage
They
has
move
been
up.
set.
This ridgeline reject to
No way.
from the north side.
No
DX Xavier
way.
can't challenge this angle just yet. Divine on the off. Need to be careful.
Loxy.
Go down low. Toshpik is out of it, but they have 3 players with cannons. And the crowd are their back. All of Turkey looking for it. Regnum
मार!
Karya. Oh no, what
मार दिया!
position.
Bro, top 3 में है. 3-man strong है Regnum.
For Regnum Karya, this could be it, but it's looking so unlikely. The circle cuts a little bit of DX Xavier.
बहुत सही है circle. Circle का कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. बहुत सही है. They have no threats.
To crash over
They have no threats.
towards the
Nepex scrap. The Xavier looking to leave their compound. Mukesh down behind the vehicle, goes low, and Regnum Karya keep a low profile. Staying out of it for now. Waiting for the opportune moment. As the nades ring through. Lamborghini nade goes long, looks good for Precious. No, not quite finding that knock. A nice hop in to the vehicle, keeps him alive.
Regnum Karya just sweeping round to the right-hand side towards Nepex's position.
They've got cover.
भाई
This is
little bit.
nail-biting. It's nail-biting,
इनका
John.
नजर भी नहीं है भाई Regnum पे.
A nade over.
Parajin knock it.
Parajin going down to domain. Nades in
That's
from Regnum
good.
Karya on towards Mukesh. It will not find the
Oh!
knock, but it does do a little bit of damage. Gives them an opening on the flank, but that will alert Nepex to the presence.
Zone से गया
Precious
Precious.
Xavier moving in. Precious is down.
Parajin revo
Mukesh
रहा
is
है.
low. A sliver of
Mukesh
speed
एक
there.
HP. Lamborghini गया भाई.
Backline for DX Xavier needs to stay strong. A flush onto Lamborghini. Regnum
This
Karya
is so
crawling,
messy.
creeping their way, potentially to a victory. There's a nade. Mukesh is still there. Mukesh is still there. DX Xavier move in, but they're challenging
Mukesh
Nepex. Regnum Karya. They're all lined up. They're lining up for them. And
Silence knock. Loxy last man standing.
Levi finds it. Luxy hits the deck. Denied.
So close. Look at the health bars across these teams. Domain is going to try and finish
1v1
versus Levi.
1v1 Nepex
Find it.
Nepex get the first chicken dinner, bro.
Again from Regnum Kaya. I am sweating. As I imagine Regnum
मुझे लगा निकाल दी भाई मैच.
That is insane.
हाथ से निकल गया भाई रेगनम का. हाथ से निकल गया.
Either way, and that fight goes.
अब मेरे को बताओ स्मैश रोल अच्छा नहीं है क्या?
Blank.
अब मेरे को बताओ स्मैश रोल अच्छा नहीं है क्या? It's too good भाई. I was on edge of my seat भाई. भाई इससे बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिलेगा bro. इससे बेटर मौका नहीं मिलेगा. पकड़.
Now it's Binny who backs off.
पकड़
Wants
इसको
to get
Silas.
away.
पकड़.
Silas has other ideas. Being cautious though, they know that there's more teams behind, but they have put so much pressure up to this south side.
I mean, they're in a fantastic spot. By the way, LGD take down Black Esports.
हो जाएगा रे.
2 more players for them, but they're split.
LGD will get a couple of points on board.
See goats
63
position
total.
देखा है bro. देखा.
And they're down towards the south. Very near to 4MV. Black Esports. There are over 2 players handling things, apparently.
Top का है.
Cracks
Nice
his
one,
shots
Doc.
off. And Symphony out of tempo with
Doc
that one.
never disappoints यार.
Aussie, nade from Ziol up on high. LGD looking to play with the big boys too. Maybe get an off angle with Ling. Not going to be able to find it. They aren't out of the possibility of getting into the smash bracket as well. LGD, they have been quiet today, but with 63 points, 17 points behind that margin now. Only 2 players are not going to be super big. Wild. Okay,
Wild
he's
knock
got
है.
down. This is
Reject versus
crashing in.
Regnum.
With Toshbik looking to
बहुत
hold this
मुश्किल
one.
है
Divine
Wild.
wants to flush.
ओए Loxy क्या मारा bro.
On that off angle, up against the unplayable cliffs. As Silas rolls in to defend Wild. Divine.
Divine knock by Silas.
Actions there.
Beauty Silas.
With a challenge across the open
Silas.
ground. And Silas
1 HP.
slivers away. Loxy in for the fight too. And Reject now with 1
क्या बात है?
Cal. And Loxy's there.
Loxy.
Reggie finds Silas though on the off angle.
अरे Reggie को डाल दिया Silas को.
Silas all but done for. Will go down, but Loxy and Toshbik, that's a tall order to take on by any stretch of the imagination. Can Reggie
ओए
do
उनको मार
it?
दिया
First goes down.
Loxy last man standing.
Regnum Kaya.
Loxy last man standing. Reggio for the board.
In here at the hands of Reggio CO. A tag.
दूर से पड़ रहा है टैप टैप.
Loxy on the inside with the spray down.
Ah!
The jump shot is not good.
बच गया 2 मैन. चिकन बहुत मुश्किल है भाई. चिकन बहुत मुश्किल. थर्ड पार्टी आ रहा है Nepex.
As they're surrounding the building.
Their
लग
names
गई.
pop up on the feed and everybody,
कोई बात
their
नहीं.
eyes alight, aflame as Loxy.
Toshbik last man standing.
Toshbik, nade in hand, 1v4 on a sliver of HP. I don't know about that one, Chief. Toshbik with the shotgun, falls, and Nepex keep the tournament
Regnum
alive.
बाहर at hashtag 13.
Regnum Kaya out, no possibility at a smash from them,
Wow.
but Goat in a pretty tough situation themselves. Over
गोट भी
towards
चिकन
the
निकालना
eastern
बहुत
side.
मुश्किल है.
Now it's all
गोट
up
भी
to
चिकन निकालना बहुत
realistically-
मुश्किल है.
Over the way. Nongshim Red Force crashing into the Influence Rage compound. They were home, it turns out, Blank, but unfortunately, looks like Doc
1v2
has a chance for
situation है.
1v1. Little boy around the corner, goes low, but doesn't
Doc
find
का
the
aim
knock.
तो है भाई.
Lorizin can lob those nades in. Little boy wants the
Ooh.
heal.
Linker's
कर
got
रहा
the
है.
links. It's the links. Good to see it.
Has to hop out. The players are bleeding out on the ground floor here. Lorizin up to the wall.
Low LL
XNY has the challenge with the M249 on the off angle. Doc in with the shotgun. Lorizin by the fence clips him as he falls through the window, but goes down
चल
to
XNY
the
दे
off
दे cover.
angle.
That's Goat. Actually stealing away on towards Doc. Didn't get the flush on him though. Oh no, Ego will take down Doc, so that's 1 elim. It's better than nothing.
I mean, they don't need elims, they need chicken.
It's true.
NSR बाहर.
That's what they're looking for, but with only 2 players, guarding out a team is the first
Zone
step
हो
on
गया
the
start.
I mean, as 2 players, doesn't look horrible from their position, honestly. It's just when teams start to flow over their way or when they're pushed out next.
ये दोनों teams बाहर हो जाएंगे
Valor's
bro.
high ground, I think it's going to have a big impact here. With 5 elims, they still need 9 points. That could be just the chicken dinner. Could be adding
हो गया
a
रे.
couple more
क्या बात है?
on the elims and getting up towards second place as well. We'll have to
अभी
wait and
दूर
see.
से थर्ड पार्टी कर रहा था वो नहीं आ
They
रहा
look
क्या?
for it in the meantime. Nongshim Red Force. Looking for the heal. Tizzy does get back.
Lil
to
boy,
full HP.
तुम्हारा
Blue
team
zone
bottom
is
2
pushed.
में bro
Lil boy
इतना क्यों
has to
safe
get
खेल
out
रहे हो?
here. or go down trying. Molotov to the top of the stairs, forces him down, and they can look for the challenge. They know he can't get back up there. Nicely played.
Lil boy! Galat khela bhai.
That vehicle's on fire. This is a risk. They're low, they're ticking to the blue zone, but they're moving out. Buzz still has the angle. Is he going to go for it?
Khel lenge, edge khel lenge bhai.
There are shots coming through. Thick and fast.
Lag gayi. Bye good.
Eppies goes down next. 81 points, 85 with the placement.
10 solo finishes be Melody ka.
Chasing Regnum Kaya. Nigma Galaxy tasting the smash point threshold
solo
here.
finishes.
Not quite there just yet though.
NGX got dinner chahiye
something
match.
to say about it. This is
Dinner.
Nigma Galaxy. Yeah, an upgrade has still not spotted him somehow. Again, this is outside the zone, and I know what Nigma Galaxy is trying to do here is they're trying
to do hashtag to do. Hashtag to aane do uske baad.
They need 2 elims to
Do
make
kills
this
chahiye.
work.
Ek knock nikala.
Over to Buzz.
Ek knock nikala.
Down. If they get the flush here, they need it, but there's
Head off
the
knock.
frag from Ramesses. 2 players now for Nigma Galaxy. They need more. They need more. Ramesses moves forwards. Nade pushes him up to the ridge. Can't back off
Ho jayega,
now.
res ho
Zoix
jayega.
wants the res. Baruzan and
Res ho
Ramesses
jayega.
are twisting the screws. Narvalo, Molodoy now. Attention to the longhouse. Circles closing.
Dead zone
They
has
need to
begun.
go now. Move out of the door. I don't think so. It is a firing
It's
squad
over,
that
yeah.
awaits you.
It's
Upgrade
over.
trying to stop Nigma Galaxy from getting
It's
into
over.
the Smash Club. They deny the points. An upgrade with a huge performance from Molodoy. Rampage
कितने 10 solo finishes क्या? इस PMG का highest solo finishes.
of the Smash Club.
A fantastic
Melody.
game there from Upgrade overall. Now, here is the rub.
मेरे हिसाब से तो रेगनम ऑडी जीत गया टूर्नामेंट
Upgrade
बट
are all too
but
willing to
Goat-
execute. Molodoy at the front.
गोड
with
के
a
पास
better
एक चांस है
performance.
ट्रॉफी
Over to the
उठाने का
desk.
बहुत मुश्किल है यार
Nice.
साइलस रीफस को नॉक किया
Finds out Silas doesn't want to hide.
Silas
Spotted
knocked by top.
Does get to cover. Is it going to be resable? It's going to be a long way for them to go. Look at how far away they are. He is
Silas बहुत मुश्किल है रे वो ना
isolated.
3-man खेल लेंगे
Silas
रेगनम
with a bad time. The smoke
Reefers
starting
हो
to
जाएगा
move
रे।
the distance. Regnum Kyra
अबे 4M भी स्लैम करो यार रेगनम पे मजा आएगा स्लैम
I don't think the boys can get to him.
स्लैम
I do not think the boys can get to him.
Oh, Black Esports. For Cedric.
ओह नाइस वन टॉप
Third party. Top says no.
बहुत सेक्सी होता रहा
These are ours.
उसको भी ऑलमोस्ट
North, though. Giving
ऑलमोस्ट उतार दिया उसको भी
chance at this one.
Wow.
They could move down towards Hacienda itself quite
मिल गया
quickly.
साइलस का
And that's Silas being flushed out, leaving Regnum Kaya on 3. Not a way you wanted to start your game. Loxy gets
अबे डॉग ने लोक्सी को नॉक किया 100% पुश करेगा 100% लिख के दे 100%
Made in.
और फिनिश
To tag the res now. Loxy going down, and he will fall. Toshbit getting peppered. Off angle there, wild behind the bales. They need
टॉस
to
पिक
hide.
नॉक बाय टॉप
106 may be drawn short.
वाइल्ड लास्ट मैन
This is
स्टैंडिंग
an opening, and things just got tenser.
It's literally wild. Last alive for the team.
Yeah,
He's going to have to go the distance.
कितना डिफरेंस
I
है
think
21 points का
personally,
डिफरेंस है ओनली
the
चिकन
only problem with Smash rules for these teams is that it's absolutely getting into their mental space. And they literally changed up what they did.
Even
last
without
time.
smash rule
Worked perfectly.
गोड को चिकन ही चाहिए भाई
Big flushed out, wild,
To
final
lift the
player
trophy.
remain and go towards water treatment. RA being pressed.
अच्छा, 4M भी क्या मारा बे अभी
Wild's down.
खत्म रेगनम बाहर
Out in 60.
रेगनम कर दिया बाहर
That is a turn up for the books. To close it down like that. A non-moving target now for Go quality, even if they don't get a chicken dinner.
अब ऑल साइलस कैन डू इज प्रे प्रे की गोड चिकन ना निकाले
Not impossible at all. It's an 11 elim game, which is a
But
pretty
4MV
typical chicken dinner.
Vinny,
Last man
the ball
standing,
frame with a
Vinny.
bump action for one. Last player to
Nice
set
one.
for Nongin Red.
Oh,
V3.
crazy 1v4 from Vinny. Alright,
Back butts, Nigma Galaxy
Go sleep.
on the outside here.
Go
We're gonna
sleep.
try and Molotov onto the top floor. No window hops this time. Apu wants the fight. Goes downstairs to try and flush out the pretender to it. Ruzan with the DBS. Spots
लग
it,
गई
puts it
LGD.
down. LGD maybe for
Bye, bye.
here and now.
I mean, they're already massively diminished.
खत्म
And that Molotov should do the trick. He is
No,
just
लगी नहीं
out of
उसको
the way
मोली।
of it somehow. I have no clue how. Molodoi will burn out his teammate.
They should know he's on this corner. The
Third party from Influence Rage.
Still up.
Influence Rage now.
Link's rev ho raha hai, bro.
For MV
Link's getting
as
revved.
well. Also, up to 10 elims on this southeast side.
4M में 10 eliminations निकाल ली.
Makes no sense how Tian doesn't go down there. I don't know what kind of elevation he had. Ling's very low. Molodoi
LGD बाहर.
pushes it off.
भाई उज्बेकिस्तान की क्राउड तो भाई उनको फर्क नहीं पड़ता उनका टीम कौन सी पोजीशन में, बस मारो, कोई किसी को भी मार दो, चिल्लाएंगे वो. W crowd bro. ऐसी होना चाहिए. Xavier versus 4MD चल रहा है, टॉप नॉक.
Ego again, another nade in.
Finally, domain knock.
Onto the corner building. You can see Mukesh and Precious immediately needing to respond here. They're pushing in, but Goat Quality are hot on this fight, on the trail of an Elim, and there they go. In for
Ego knock.
Ego first down though. Will not be able to win the face. Mukesh has the back.
और एक का गोट का.
Goat Quality
और एक
falling.
Last man standing है गोट का.
Their hopes dwindling before their very eyes. Out in the open of the yard. Will be going for the fight. No! Precious, and it is all over for them. The Goats made.
मैंने पहले ही बोला नेपेक्स का गन पावर अच्छा है. Rex ने 1v3 कर दिया bro. Silas, you can dance now. You can dance brother. Super happy for him.
2 thumbs up from
4 मेरे बाहर कर दिया Xavier Esports को. 14 finishes. 14 finishes. थोड़ा लेट हो गया but still मैं खुश हूँ.
Looks for Precious,
Oh,
short of the
I
rock.
see.
The Molotov behind it. Nick McGalaxy have an angle too, but they have to move.
Abu Ano.
Spray down from Aggressor. Good for one.
T7 to 1.
That goes
Excellent
to the line
move.
from Reject. Could be crucial. Still no points for the 721 Aggressors, but they have a position now, and Nepex want to try and change that. Aggressor around the edge. Can't
Nice
land
one.
the shotgun, but the Butcher's here to play.
Instant trade.
And the UMP able to take it down. Retribution found.
Nepex
But
2-man
brutal.
up.
Nick McGalaxy now alone on the east side.
Butcher in the north had to move over towards the west to help out. 7-2-1 still.
Excellent
grinding,
play from
still pushing. Fifth place
T7 to
looking
1.
to move over the top from LGD, and they should do just that with the placement points alone. We are in the final circle. 5 teams remain.
NGX को एक point मिल गया.
Nick McGalaxy have claimed a point blank with 1. They need 5 more. Reject, eliminate, influence, rage. They're picking up the points. Second place would be all that Nick McGalaxy need on the eastern
अब
side.
सारे teams #2 के लिए लड़ रहे
The
हैं.
blue zone's pushing them in. Aggressor. I don't think they have the points to reach second, but can they assist Nick McGalaxy in their ascendancy? Out into the smoke. Will be shut down if they go down
Domain's
now.
out.
Ralph is low. Duello falls. They're back. 3 teams remain.
Novello.
Ralph is there. Novello needs it. Novello, stay alive. That's all you need to find. The 721.
हो जाएगा, रे हो जाएगा.
With the needs of
रे हो जाएगा. Reject versus T7 to 1.
Looking to keep it together. The blue zone's pushing.
एंट्री अच्छी है लेकिन बैठने का तरीका अभी बड़ा कैजुअल है.
Solo Sentinel needs to hold out.
Reject sightlines towards Novello. He makes it to the tree. The 721 aggressor.
Ralph knocks again.
Ralph down again. Only Novello. He's out in the blue zone. He's going to go down. That's disaster for Nick McGalaxy.
बाहर. NGX बाहर. #3.
Close this one out though. As our attention turns to the
T7 to 1 निकाल लेगा bro. Regio को knock.
getting overwhelmed.
Divine knock.
by the hometown
गया.
crowd, but it is not about them
#2
now.
क्या?
It is about Regnum Kaya. It
देखना
is
पड़ेगा overall standings.
the
#2 क्या?
title. A great way to close it
Uzbekistan
down.
crowd goes
Uzbekistan,
wild.
But Turkey. Tumultuous applause.
Regnum Kaya, assisted by the
Well played, यार, well
rising
played.
sun and PMG.
जो Nepex के ऊपर pull up करके मारे थे ना,
PMGO.
Crazy.
Silas takes yet again
Crazy game.
another international at PMGO.
Champions, Regnum Carrier Esports!
Finally bro. Finally Silas. Wild. Toss You know the reason.
Nasıl
But you know the
hissettiğinizi
reason,
böyle
okay.
bir büyük zaferden sonra bize anlatmak ister misiniz?
As we're gonna be going
Hashtag
to
2
overall.
कौन है?
And who is in second place?
MGX! Wow! 8 पॉइंट से
Second place being able to clutch it by 1 point.
गोड एंड T721 दोनों के सेम पॉइंट्स है, पर चिकन डिनर ज्यादा है T721 का, इसलिए वो हैशटैग 3 पे है.
Goodness me!
Redox, we were chatting to him earlier, saying third
Wow.
place, he wants to dodge it, they make it. The second place is finally secured, they get the silver.
क्रेजी ब्रो. एंड आरती ने जो कमबैक किया उसके लिए भी तारीफ करना पड़ेगा. टॉप 5 में आ गया ब्रो आरती.
In the very last game.
Of that leaderboard.
भाई ये है भाई एब्सोल्यूट सिनेमा. ये है.
एंट्री अच्छी है लेकिन बैठने का तरीका अभी बड़ा कैजुअल है.
थैंक यू ब्रो, थैंक यू. 4MV even after a 15-point match, hashtag 30.
Of Pmgo 2025, just chasing down Regular.
Look at the elimination points of 4MV यार. 52 eliminations.
I know I said top wasn't angry.
Placement points exist ही नहीं करता उनके लिए, सिर्फ eliminations. सिर्फ मारो 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 बस. Placement वो क्या होता है?
All of their points are coming in from those eliminations. If they can narrow down match,
अगर placement points अगर और 20 भी निकाल देते हैं ना, वो top 5 में होते हैं भाई.
they end up qualifying.
Top 5 क्या? I think top 3 में होंगे.
This is just the beginning of their
Right?
adventure, right? Heading into Pmgo. Though I do
नहीं,
want
नहीं,
to
20 से नहीं
talk about
होगा.
two teams,
25.
Akisaga and also Upgrade.
Yes.
Local team having a little bit of a taste here of some of the best PUBG Mobile esport level out there.
Top eliminations में top पे है
There you have
Melody.
the elimination.
इसने एक मैच में निकाल दी 11.
20, the main event MVP, because I'm ready for it.
I'll be disappointed if it's not Loxy.
Other than
Dog!
What? Finally, he gets an MVP award outside of CSA.
अबे
Not knowing
ये
what
तो out of syllabus था.
does it, despite one of the worst.
Doc is the MVP of PMGO. And हाँ guys, don't forget to download Chiller application, जिसका लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन एंड पिन कोड में मिल जाएगा, जिसके थ्रू आप बहुत सारे पैसे कमा सकते हो सिंपल टास्क कंप्लीट करके. एंड ये पैसे से आप यूसी परचेस कर सकते हो, जो तुम्हारी मर्जी हो.